Hello, my dear friends. I am Sudhir Sinha and I am here with my new lecture on controlling. Controlling is the final chapter of Part A Business Studies, Class 12. So, let's start with controlling. Let's first see what are the topics which are included in controlling. The scope of study, according to the revised syllabus of CBSE, says that three topics are to be covered, which includes understand the concept of controlling, explain the importance of controlling, and discuss the steps in the process of controlling. We will start with understand the concept of controlling. When we talk about concept of controlling, we will include meaning of controlling. So let's see what is meant by controlling. When we talk about controlling, controlling is the process of ensuring that actual activities conform to the planned activities. It means that whenever we are to perform any activity, we have certain plans in mind. While performing the actual activities, keeping the planned activities in mind, we have to see that it conform means it should relate with the planned activities. There must not be any differences which we know called as deviations. When we talk about controlling, it involves comparison of actual performance with the planned performance. That means we have certain planned performance and when we perform the actual performance, then comparison is made between them. It is to be seen that there is no deviations takes place. If the deviations are within the permissible limit, they may be ignored. But if the deviations goes beyond the permissible limit, certain corrective actions are required to be taken. The next is importance of controlling. Controlling is significant in 6 different ways. It helps in accomplishing the organizational goal. It also helps in judging the accuracy of standard, making efficient use of resources, improving employees' motivation, ensuring order and discipline, and facilitating coordination. When we talk about the importance of controlling, controlling helps in accomplishing organizational goals. It means that every organization has certain goals in their mind. Controlling activities must be directed towards achieving organizational goals effectively and efficiently. Controlling also helps in judging the accuracy of standard. It may happen that when actual activities are performed, it may not be up to mark. It means when we compare it with standard, it may be seen that standards set are either too high or too low. So the accuracy of standard also come into existence when we talk about controlling. Controlling also helps in efficient use of resources. Since everything is planned and the actual work is performed as per the planned activities, it means we have to use resource effectively and efficiently. Since the employees of the organization know what they have to do and what target they have to achieve, what are the standards set for them, it helps in improving their motivation. They are very clear about their targets, and ambiguity included in the activities are totally nullified, so they feel motivated. Controlling also helps in ensuring order and discipline. Since everything is performed as per the planned activity, there is no chance of chaos happening in the organization and everything is performed in a disciplined manner. Since all the departments in the organization have their own standards and they are directed towards achieving those standards, it helps in facilitating coordination. Now moving on to the steps involved in the controlling process. Controlling process involves 5 different steps. It starts with setting performance standard. Then comes the measurement of actual performance. After that, actual performance is compared with the standard, and then analysis of deviations is made. Finally, if deviations happens, then corrective actions are taken. When we talk about this setting performance standard, means every organization have certain standards which they have, which the organization expects the departments or the employees to achieve. The first step in the process of controlling is to establish the such standards of performance. Standards are the yardstick or the criteria or target against which actual performance is evaluated. They specify what should be achieved. When the standards are set, then the actual performance is done and measurement of actual performance take place. Once the standards performance are fixed, the next step is the measurement of actual performance. It means evaluation of work actually done and the results accomplished. Performance should be measured in an objective and reliable manner. There are various techniques for measuring the performance standards, which may be on personal observation, sample checking, and performance reports. After the measurement of actual performance comes comparing actual performance with the standards. This step involves comparison of actual performance with the standards or planned targets. Such comparison will reveal the deviations between the actual and the desired results. Deviation means the gap or the difference between actual and standard performance. When we talk about comparing the actual performance and with the standards, it means it may be noted that actual performance matches with the standard, then there is no need for further action or everything is under control. The most important step in the controlling process includes the analysis of deviation. Some deviation in performance is expected in all activities. So the next step in the process of controlling is to analyze the deviations. Deviation from the standards are analyzed to identify their causes. While deviation, it is important to determine the acceptable or permissible range of deviation and the key results area. There are two different aspects in this. When one is the critical point control and second is the management by exception. Critical point control means there is neither economical use nor easy to keep the check on each and every activity of the organization. Therefore, control should focus on the key results area. When we talk about management by exception or control by exception, if you try to control everything, you may end up controlling nothing. So only significant deviation which cross the permissible limit is brought into the knowledge of management. The final step is taking corrective action. No corrective action is required when the deviations are within the acceptable range of permissible limit. When the deviation goes beyond the acceptable range of permissible limit, especially in the key result area, immediate managerial action is required so that the deviation do not occur again. If deviation cannot be corrected through managerial action, then standards may have to be reduced. This is all in the steps in controlling. Thank you.